every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Kennedy passes to Purdy. Toronto working the ball around now. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, a big-time leaper who can dunk it down with power and with ease.
Here's Z with the drive.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Kennedy, good.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
The 76ers decide to take their first time out here. This, of course, their first chance to take a look at this year's Toronto squad.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. Things change, and you're only as good as your last win. So we'll see how they handle things tonight.
And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Pass to Z. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And it's quickly missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he gets the bucket.
They're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't have it.
It's tipped. Here's Z. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. That one goes in. Z's got 25 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And they're able to recover. Dick passes to Purdy. Inside to stop the run. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Here's Z. Up in time. And so it's Philadelphia with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
And your Sixers
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are completely in control of the game, leading by massive amount. Kenny, how'd you feel about it? And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Hart.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Z.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Abusele out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Z. And it's Grimes in at the 2. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Jake with it, still without a basket. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Z's got his 5th rebound right now. The game. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Z. Dick defending. Here's Z. Steps back and trains the jump shot. Z's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Launches it. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Offensive rebound. Quickly finds Barnes. Will it go? And that's 2 points on the layup. Barnes has got his first bucket of the night.
Just tough, gritty play there by Barnes. That's how you deal with physicality.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its drafts into 2 days. The executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Z in the dunk to finish it off.
Whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Barrett wide open. He fires. Connects from three-point range. Barrett's got 6.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
And there's the drive.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam King. Here's Z.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third.
The score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water. My man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
And it's in there. 17 points for him.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Z. Quickly covering. Z. Good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Barnes dishes to Pirtle. Off with the layup. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Z. Chains it straight down.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattle.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is showtime stuff there.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if he's stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
For Toronto, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. From 13, it's deflected. Here's Z. Non-stop scoring machine here. Pass to McCain. Here's Z. 6 to shoot. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Nicely. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Barrett. Pass to Walter. Offensive rebound. Here's Kennedy. Shot clock at 6. The feed to Ingram. It's rebounded by Z. Z's got his 6th rebound on the night. Dishes it to Edwards. Here's Z. And hit another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's Philadelphia with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. They've got on.
Close. Oh, foul. Watch that shooter. Woo! You can't fly with me. And the foul. Get to him. Downstream. Oh! Give me that! With the foul! Good. And one. Yep. Give him that. Get that. Yep. Give him that. I'm gonna keep coming. You got double back.